Mr. Speaker.
Order. Questions for oral answer. Mr. Lewison.
Mr. Speaker, may I have your permission to answer PQs 1 and 2 together, please?
Please do.
Mr. Louis Ng had asked a similar question at the Committee of Supply in 2020. As MOF explained then, all Singaporean children receive substantial benefits that support their growth and development from the government, regardless of their parents' marital status. These include Child Development Account benefits, including the first $3,000 First Step grant and matched co-savings from the government, $4,000 in MediSave grant for newborns, MediShield life coverage from birth, over $180,000 of education subsidies by the time they turn 16 years old, including preschool subsidies and government healthcare subsidies. Working mothers, regardless of their marital status, are also entitled to 16 weeks of government-paid maternity leave, 6 days paid childcare leave per year for children aged below 7 years or 2 days for children aged 7 to 12, and concessionary migrant domestic worker levy. In this way, we support all parents, including unwed working mothers, to give their children education opportunities and good health care so that they can realize their fullest potential in life. The Working Mothers Child Relief and Parenthood Tax Rebate were instituted to encourage women to continue working after their marriage and childbirth, and to support parenthood within marriage, and should be seen in that context. These policies also reflect the prevailing societal norm and values in Singapore. The government will continue to work with our community partners to support vulnerable single parents. Those in need of assistance can approach their nearest social service office.
Mr. Lewison.
Thank you, sir, and I thank Minister for the reply. Could I just check then, if a single unwed mother gets married to the father of the child, subsequently gets a divorce, will she then qualify for the parenthood tax rebate and the working mother's child relief? Second, I'm just hoping again, I've raised this quite a few times now, but I'm hoping that MOF looks at this just not from a tax dollar perspective, but from a perspective of whether our policies can result in a more inclusive society. I think Minister and I were at the dialogue session with single unweds where they spoke in tears about the stigma they face. And so I hope again that we can change our policies. I think when Minister was a backbencher here in this house 16 years ago, she spoke about the concerns about how single unwed mothers don't feel like they're included in our society. So I hope MOF will review this again and include single unwed mothers and fathers in our parenthood tax rebate and working mothers child relief for the mothers. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the member for his clarification or supplementary PQ, and I commend him for his concern for vulnerable single mothers. I would say this: we too are committed to supporting single mothers. In terms of specific tax measures and how they operate, it's important to remember that certain tax measures were designed originally with a certain social objective, and we must be careful not to just transplant or think that a measure that's for one social objective can just be transplanted or extended to meet another social objective. So I think what I can say is this. we will do our best to ensure that single mothers are supported. And in fact, I'm happy to note that the situation now is in fact much better than it was 16 years ago when I spoke about this. And we will continue to make it better for them without hopefully distorting the lines too much in terms of where our society feels comfortable in terms of societal values. So I think the takeaway the members should have is that we will not forget single mothers, working or otherwise, and we will make sure that the child is definitely given every opportunity to be supported, and we will support the mothers as well. The specific question that the member had about the application of the measures, I will check that and we will respond to him, because I just want to make sure that the response that is given is accurate.